And we're live. Hi. There you are. Welcome to the Chow Line. I am Lisa, your favorite Tupper Pal, and I am wearing my ugly sweater. Well, you can't see it. But, it's 72 degrees. I had the windows down, but when I told Bubba that it was National Sweater Day, Ugly Sweater Day, and I had one, I put it on this morning when I got dressed, and by the time I was out of the shower and changed, he says, oh, I turned the air conditioner on. So it works out perfect because I'm always cold. So anyway, I decided, well, he pulled out some ground meat yesterday, but we opted to go out to dinner last night, and oh my God, it was delicious. I had fried soft shell crab, and oh my God, that's like one of my favorites. My grandma used to do it, make it when they did their crabbing and shrimping. She would always pull out the soft shell crabs and she would hand batter them and she'd fry them. Oh my God, that was my favorite. I ate so much last night. So the chili needs, the ground meat needs to get cooked. So he said, well, I kind of thought you might make a chili. So, well, he kind of thinks right. So I'll go ahead and I'll make a chili because I didn't have any more in the freezer. So I thought since I was cooking, I'd let y'all come visit with me. So anyway, when you pop on, go ahead and let me know where you're coming in on, where you're coming from. I like to know where Facebook is pushing me, what state, what city, what country. If you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and let me know that too. I am eligible for stars. I've never been part of the stars program, so I feel like I'm kind of important now. So if you got some value out of the recipe, or the way that I make my chili, then go ahead and give me some stars. I don't really have anything prepped, or y'all are just going to be here for me to cook. I can't tell you how long it's going to be, but I know I'm not going to keep you on the whole time that I am cooking it. We're just going to get it ready and we'll go from there. So, y'all are not going to see me too much. Y'all are going to see most of what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and toss in our ground meat. One of the good things about our Tupperware cookware, our Chef Series cookware, if you don't have it, there's absolutely no need to go ahead and add oils or butter. This is like my favorite pot. Favorite type of pot. So he's pulled out some deer ground. So we're going to do deer ground, and we had used up all of our ground meat, and the last time we went to the grocery store, I picked up a family pack of ground beef. So I split up the ground beef into the Fridge Smart, the freezer mate container. So it's going to be a combination of the beef and the deer meat. But this is like 1 pound. So I'm going to toss that in there. I'll break it up. I'll go ahead and I'll season it with my normal staples. And we'll get that all brown. Normally, what I could do, or what I would do, is go ahead and use my stack cooker. And I would brown everything in the stack cooker, but I'm not doing that today. I am going strictly with, a pot on the stove. Bubba, again, he's going to get up probably around 2:30, 3 o'clock. So this is actually going to simmer for a little bit once I get everything together. I do need to pull my chili powder out because I will need that. And then we'll just break this up. I'll get the ground meat browned, but while it's browning, while it's browning, we'll go ahead and we'll chop up my onion. I will use my own stewed tomatoes. I'm not one for a tomato sauce type of chili. Get that going. And we're going to get our supersonic chopper ready to throw in our onions. I did have half of an onion left from the other day. So we will go ahead and get that off. I'll make it small enough so I don't have big chunks. It's easier to go ahead and chop it with the chopper. I kind of just quarter it and toss it in there. But I'm going for, I didn't want to waste an onion, so I'm going for what I had left, plus a new one. That in there. Toss that in there. Now the pot handles do get hot. This has got to stay cool to the touch. It's not really hot right now because I'm touching it. But I would definitely recommend throughout the cooking process that if you got to touch the pot, go ahead and use your oven mitt or pot holder, whatever you have available, kitchen towel. Now, of course, most people will start off with, sauteing onions. I throw my onions pretty much in while I'm browning my meat. I'm weird, strange. Now, of course, I rinse my container out with water, and I'm going to be adding water, so I'm going to leave it like this for right now. But I do need to add some green onion. Now the green onions, I did have a couple left over from the last time we went grocery shopping, so I'm going to grab those. And of course, when you store your fruits and veggies, you want to store them naked and dirty, so that means that these will need to be washed. And then I'm just going to take my kitchen shears and cut them into my pot. some stuff out of the way here. I have to clean the sink because the next process I use dark red kidney beans, and they do need to be drained and rinsed. So and I'm going with 2 because I have so much meat. We do like our beans and our chicken. Let's finish with this. I basically just use my little strainer. This out of the way. Alright. Now once the ground meat is completely broken down and there's no more pink, what I do is I add my homemade stewed tomatoes, which my stewed tomatoes will have bell pepper, tomato, onion, but in a heavy chunk. I had leftovers from the other night when I made the chicken quesadilla. Duh. Now you can go ahead and put the tomatoes inside and make it more like a sauce, but I don't do that. I leave them kind of whole. Bubba is actually the one that made these. Bubba does not like to peel the tomatoes, so we end up with these little round ribbons, you know, of tomatoes. Which is okay, no problem. It kind of disintegrates after a little bit. Now, course, one of the reasons why I like my pot here, my chef series, is because I didn't have to put any kind of oil in there to start, you know, browning anything. It creates its own oil. And my tomato, I'll go ahead and I can soak up whatever kind of grease oil I don't want. But for the most part, I found that it doesn't produce that much oil up on top of the tomato. All right, so now we go ahead and take our tomato. I'm going to lower my fire at this point because it's going to basically go on a simmer. And I need to add my water and my beans. So I will go ahead and take I'll rinse out my jars, put it in my chopper. Both jars half full. I don't like to waste. And I'll grab the rest of the onions. Alright, and then time to add the beans. And then we will add our chili powder. Now I'm not going to shake it, I'm just going to pour it. And it'll cook for a little bit, probably for about maybe half hour or so. I'll go ahead and I'll do a hot spice test to it. And let me grab my phone. I know I've made chili before, but I kind of like to take fresh pictures. But there you have it, my friends. We have our chili, and like I said, Bubba's going to be up probably around 3 o'clock, and we'll go ahead and put him some in vent and serve so he can take it to work. And that's what I got. I appreciate y'all popping on. Let me know if y'all found this valuable, and we shall talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Again, I'm Lisa, your favorite Tupper Pal.